What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Double A 9 Skills. Welcome back to the Road for Champions RTG edition, more like the rich man of glory. And in today's episode, you are looking at a fire team, a team that we put together that's absolutely amazing. I did make one change to the team going into our last, 12 games. And in our last 12 games, I decided to pick up Walker, who's only going to play one game for us. Literally, he's only going to play one game. I instantly regretted picking up Walker, and I'm going to explain why in just a minute. Welcome back to our RTG series. If you guys have been enjoying this series, make sure to smash a big old thumbs up. The number one rule I have is if your weekend league is going good, don't change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So why did I fix it? We are in a spot where top 100 is looking like we're about to go back to back, like that Drake song, back to back. We're about to hit the back to back. We got top 100 last week. It's about to be top 100 this week. The only thing that could possibly go wrong is I could collapse. I can choke. I could destroy myself. I could mess it up. Do y'all think I'm gonna mess it up? How about I just tell y'all exactly what happens? Now, hold on. Let me explain it. First of all, I'm really glad what happened. See, usually I would be a little bit upset at myself or kind of like, you know, whatever, like kind of give a reason or feel a certain way about it. But honestly, I think this was the best thing ever. Everything I do is for us to try to get top 100 to better the series. But more importantly, for me to be able to make a video and explain stuff to you. So for example, like a lot of you guys want to know if you should waste your money on Rio or Maldini, or stay with Varane, or pick up somebody else, or pick up Desai. And I can't speak on Desai because I've never used Desai, but I have used Maldini and Rio and Varane. And I gotta be 100% honest with you. When I picked up Rio, it was the dumbest decision I've ever made. And here's the thing, everything I'm gonna say in this video, if you go watch my last 4 videos on this series and you watch them in a row, consecutively, when I was buying Rio, I was scared to get rid of Varane. I said that if we got rid of Varane, I felt that we would really struggle. And I got rid of Varane. And in the next episode, when we go into the weekend league, the thing I'm complaining about, not complaining, but the thing I noticed was I couldn't keep a clean sheet to save my life. Well, the 30 games are done. And I can tell you that I held 2 to 3 clean sheets max. With a team this big, with a team this strong, with a team this overpowering to a lot of other teams that you're going to get matched up against, how are you only keeping 3 clean sheets? Especially when you got Rio and Maldini. Now, the number one thing I want to say is I don't believe Rio is bad. I don't think Rio is anywhere near bad. I think Rio is a top tier, top 5 center back in this game. I think most of the pros will use him. What I will say is I went from Keane to Gattuso, which was a downgrade because Keane's a 90 overall card. I did upgrade to Rio, but realistically, why did we upgrade to Rio? And in my head, this is what I thought. Man, if I hit 28-2 and got top 100 last weekend with Varane, when I get Rio, we're going 30-0. But realistically, when I think back to the 28-2 last weekend, the only reason we didn't go 30-0 was because I couldn't score. The 2 games I lost was because I couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. I struggled to score. I had so many chances. I think the games ended with, I went to halftime in one of the games with 14 shots on target. So if your issue in both the games you lost was to score, what was the point of the upgrade in Rio? Touching my defense was the biggest mistake I could have ever made. Even though it looks good on paper, and this is the biggest thing I kind of want to get about when you're building a weekend league team. Varane, Ramos, it looks cool on paper, but Maldini and Rio together looks a lot better. But what it looks like on paper doesn't matter. It matters about how you perform with it. It matters about if you dominate your opponents, if you suffer a lot of goals. This is one of the only games I kept a clean sheet, bros. This was one of the only games we make it to 20-1. And at this point, you're like, damn, Skills, you done it. Back-to-back top 100. Let me go out there and tell you, I'm going to let you know I choke it. I choke top 100. We get down to our last 9 games. I can still lose 1 game, and I choke it. I went 20-1. Matter of fact, I'm going to go like 24-1, 23-1, and I'm going to choke it. And realistically, bros, it comes down to one thing and one thing only. I couldn't keep clean sheets. I had Neuer in net to start the weekend league off. I noticed quickly that I thought Courtois was better, so I went back to Courtois. I never felt comfortable with Rio. I never felt comfortable without Varane. And my biggest thing was because of the way my week was, I didn't really have enough time, so I bought Rio, and I kind of didn't have time to practice with Rio. Also, I couldn't really get games in Division 1. Here in the NA, it's really hard to get games in D1. So I couldn't really get games, so I couldn't really test Rio and Maldini together. But if I obviously could tell the future, I would have stayed with Varane. And this is what I kind of want to let you guys know is that Varane, and I've been saying it, he's an icon. He's a top-tier center back in this game. If you need a center back, if you are struggling to keep clean sheets, if you're struggling to defend, Varane is the real deal, Holyfield. I promise you guys right now that Varane will change your defense for the better because he is that good. Gattuso, better than Keane? No chance. Is he a good CDM? Yes. Is he a great CDM? No. He's a good CDM. I didn't really notice him as much as I noticed Keane. I noticed Keane so much when I had him. I liked everything about Keane. He stayed back. He intercepted the ball well. He had a good pass out the back. He helped my defense out. But I can't really talk much about Gattuso because when I speak about Gattuso, I feel like it's because Varane wasn't there. But then I feel like if I say because Varane wasn't there, Gattuso, blah, 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 then I feel like I'm calling Rio bad. And that's the last thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to call Rio bad because Rio, like I said, is an unbelievable. For the last 2 years, FIFA 17, Rio and Smaldini were my guys. Last year, Maldini and Rio were my guys. This year, I thought Maldini and Rio were going to be my guys. But right now, I want it to be Maldini and Varane. So you are going to see Rio get sold. I don't know when, but I do know sooner than later because I want to get him gone. So when I play Division 1, trying to get rank 1 for you guys rewards this week, I'm using Varane and Maldini. I want to go back to the defense I had. Now, I picked up Walker because I was suffering so many goals. Guys, I find it hard to believe when I look at Maldini and Rio that they can be the problem. I don't believe it. I don't believe they can be the problem. So I said to myself, you know what? Maybe it's because João Cancelo's playing really bad. Let me go ahead and put Walker there. And then I noticed in the one game or the 2 games I played with Walker that he was so far out of position in times where they were just putting through passes behind my Leroy with their Leroy Sané. And it was like, this is what I remember when I used Walker, that Leroy Sané was always in behind him. And I was like, man, João Cancelo holds his spot a lot better. What you're watching right now, bros, is us about to go 24-1. 24-1 with 6 games remaining, bros. Realistically, 28 with a good skill rating, you get top 100. So all we had to do was win our last 6 games or win 5 of our last 6 games, and we would have got top 100. But the one thing I noticed about this weekend, bros, was the last 10 minutes of games, I was holding on. And last weekend, I was dominating people. My first 15 games, I was dominating people. I was scoring 7, 8, 9 goals. This week, I was holding on. And I was like, this is impossible. How am I holding on to leads? How is this even a thing with a team like this? Like, it doesn't feel right. And the entire weekend, I never felt comfortable with the team. My biggest thing was to never give up on the team, to kind of just go all 30 games with this team. I'm going to live or die it, because my biggest thing is, again, when I make these videos, I want to be able to share with you guys, you know, what I truly believe about each player before you go out and buy them. So we go into this game here, and this is another game that we're actually going to pick up a dub. I thought this was going to be the game that I lost, but because we're going to sell Rio and bring back Varane, we're going to free up about 1 million coins, 1.1 million coins, something like that. So I'm probably going to pick up another CM, an icon CM probably. Maybe someone like, I was looking at Balak, but he costs a lot of money. I was looking at Blanc's card. He's not that expensive, the midfield one, but he's only at 85 overall. Or we could bring back Keane. But my biggest thing is bringing back Keane isn't really what I want this series to be about. I want to be able to tell you guys about the best players, the big players, and even the best players being not the best players. For example, I want to use players like, I'm using Mbappe, even though he's expensive. We brought Sonaldo in, you know. This weekend, I brought that Verdi card, that one to watch Verdi that everybody got. I brought him off the bench loads. I've been rocking out with the Incredible Hulk so I can let you guys know how I feel about the Incredible Hulk. But more importantly, one guy I really want to bring to this series is Messi. You guys have seen me play with Ronaldo and all these cards, but you guys never really see me play with Messi in the Road to Glories, and I really want to bring Messi on, and I really, really want to play with Messi and see what you guys think of Messi and see what I think about Messi, because that's what this is all about, finding GOATs and also trying GOATs and letting you know if they're worth that GOAT price tag. That's my biggest thing. Now, Rio is worth that price tag, but if you don't buy a Rio, right? If you're in a situation I'm in, you don't buy Rio. First of all, I would get Maldini before I got Rio. I would maybe even look at Desai before I got Rio, because a lot of people have said a lot of great things about Rio. The only thing I think that I noticed about Rio this year, bros, is that medium. He's not a medium high, he's a medium. And I think that's what was costing me a few games. But I get matched up in this game here, and this is going to be the next loss. We're at 24 wins or 25 wins when we lose this game. A game that it was against a viewer. He messaged me. He's like, GG Skills. So this was a viewer I was playing against. He said he loved the videos and stuff. So shout out to him. But I went down 2-0, man. And I'm telling you guys, man, when I tell you guys that I felt uncomfortable defensively, I felt uncomfortable, bros. I wasn't doing skills type things. I just wasn't doing what I normally do. I didn't feel good today. I didn't feel good playing the game. The team didn't feel right. A lot of times I felt open in the back. We are going to get back into the game with a mean finesse shot from Cristiano Ronaldo. A huge goal for Cristiano Ronaldo to make it 2-1. Gattuso giving him the high fives. And luckily we make it 2-1. And to make it even better, we're going to tie this game up. My man Neymar on the counter attack bangs one into the back of the net. In the 51st minute, we make it 2-2. All of a sudden, top 100 still intact. The only problem is a minute after I scored the goal off the kickoff, he's going to go ahead and put a through pass into his David Alaba. David Alaba goes back, passes it inside. The ball's bouncing all over the place. The ball keeps going back to him. It falls to his right card. And look at the gap that Rio Ferdinand had from Jordi Alba. The gap was humongous. I don't know why that gap was there. Then I give a penalty with Maldini. And we're going to lose this game 4-2. So it didn't really go our way. But honestly, my opponent deserved to beat me, man. I was bad. He was better than me. Well played to him. Deserved the W. And he walks out here with a big W with Messi, right? So now it's okay. Now we got, 5 more games left or something like that? No big deal. 5 more games. Win all 5 of them. If skill rating is there, we get top 100. As long as skill rating is there, no problem. We can still do it. But as I was saying, man, make sure that you pay attention to what fits you. This is the biggest thing I've been stressing about this series is make sure you get players that you like, not players that you... For me, Rio, I thought I was going to absolutely love this guy because I've loved him and I've heard great things about him, but it doesn't matter what you hear. Like, I could sit up here, bros, and I could tell you guys how much I love Cristiano Ronaldo. And then when you buy him, you'll be like, yo, he's trash. Because it comes down to play styles. Play styles are so important. Like, I'm still rocking out with this Makelele. I enjoy it. Look at that goal right there. It's a backheel finesse shot from my man Mbappe. But you know, there's certain cards I like. For example, I love this Mbappe card. And my friend Kid Mamito, a top 100 player, he actually went 30-0 this weekend. This weekend league, 30-0 he went. He beasted and feasted this weekend. He doesn't like Mbappe. So it's one of those things where it's like, yo, you know, I like someone, you don't like someone. Sometimes the player works for me. Sometimes it's just your play style. What works for you, what doesn't. My biggest thing I want you guys to take from this video is I'm not saying that Rio Ferdinand is bad. I'm saying that my team as a collective group wasn't good defensively. Offensively, we were fire. We were putting goals in left, right, and center. I never really had a game where I couldn't score goals. I more had games where I just couldn't keep clean sheets. And keeping clean sheets, or not even keeping clean sheets, just like not allowing your opponents to score first and stuff like that is so important, man. It's so important to a weekend league to get off to a good start. But we have 3 games remaining and have 25 wins. So with 3 games remaining, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 with skill rating, bada bing, bada boom, we got top 100. But one thing I do want to say, because this is exactly how this is going to play out. I'm going to win my next 2 games. I'm going to go into the final game to play for 28 wins. Okay, so we're going to get Elite 1. I go into my final game to get to possibly get top 100. But when I went into the game, and this is no excuse, I didn't think my skill rating would be high enough. But then after I played the game, I realized my skill rating would have been high enough. Regardless, I didn't change the way I played. I play every game of FIFA the way I play. I get matched up against a pro in the last game, and you're going to watch what happens. I end up losing the game, and we're going to end up with 27 wins. 27 wins is what I was aiming for when the weekend started, bro. I told you guys, 27 wins, Elite 1, a top 100 finish, Elite 1 finish. I am down for that. Rewards will help us improve this team. We'll make the team even better, and we'll go from there. But the one thing that I'm happy about, right, because I'm not happy about not getting top 100. The one thing I am happy from not getting top 100 is that you guys can see that it doesn't matter about a mega team. A mega team, in my opinion, what's the definition of a mega team? To have big players, but have the right players in all the right positions. That is the biggest thing for me. To have the right players in the right position. Anyone can have a mega team. You can have all the icons in the game. If you don't play the right ones in the right position, the right way, with the right custom tactics, with the right instructions, it does nothing for you. It's not going to make you a better player because you have a bunch of icon cards. I literally did 28-2 last weekend. Probably could have went 30-0. I jumped back into this weekend with 6 games remaining, and I'm going to lose 2 games in my last 6. Like, it doesn't matter how big your team is. I just messed up. I played it poorly. I was dumb. I shouldn't even messed with Walker in the beginning. I shouldn't have messed with my team. I should have kept it with Keane and with Varane and just jumped back into it. But the biggest thing for me, though, and this is the one thing I do want you guys to understand. I used to say this in the Road to Glory all the time. Sometimes I would bring new players in because I also do this for YouTube. Like, my biggest thing is that I want to entertain you guys. And if I showed up with the same starting 11 every single episode, y'all be gone. Y'all be like, Steels, I ain't watching this trash. Are you going to give me something new to watch? But even here, bros, I'm up 2-0. Cruising. 40th minute, bros. And by the 59th minute, 60th minute, 20 minutes in game, ties at 2-2. I nearly choked the game before the last game. Like, if I didn't hit this wild shot from long range with Neymar Zito, I'm losing this game 100%. And we're not even going into the last game with a chance to win it all and be able to get top 100. Again, I don't know if my skill rating would have been enough for top 100. I think my skill rating would have been like 2294, 2295, something like that. I don't know if I would have had enough for top 100. Maybe, maybe not. But we go into this last game, and I get matched up against a team that, again, not a good team. Well, it's a good team. My team outdoes his, but he's a pro player. He has Varane. He has Sanchez. He has good players. It's a well-built team. And I feel like I have good players, an amazing team, but it's not built the way I should have had it. It's just not built correctly, bro. Like, Gattuso, like, going into the weekend league, trying Gattuso for 30 games, you're trying players in the weekend league. You're trying players in the weekend league. That's where we come through, Skills. You can't be trying players in the weekend league. This is a top competition, top players, extreme quality, great players. You can't be trying teams. You can't be trying players in the weekend league. You do that in division. So that's my big mistake this weekend league. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys did. Let me know how you guys finished. Let me know if you ever made the mistake of doing what I just did, trying players in the weekend league. And again, it sucks, man. We choked it up. We didn't get top 100. It does suck. Back post. Oh, that sucks, man. I was up 2-1. João Cancelo gets beat back post. That was annoying. That's why I tried Walker, because of stuff like that. Now I allow another goal. I was winning this game, and this is how we're going to choke top 100. He scores another header, man, and that's GG's. Hey, shout out to my opponent. He deserved the win. I did not deserve top 100 this weekend. Honestly, bros, if I would have got top 100, it would have been clickbait pretty much, because I did not deserve it. I did not deserve it. It would have looked like something that it wasn't. I did not deserve top 100. I got to get better. I got to get D1, build my team better, fix my team. The biggest thing with the weekend league and with FIFA is just realizing when you're doing something wrong, say it, agree to it, look at the problem, fix the problem, and move on. I did not play good this weekend, but I'm going to fix it. I promise you guys that. We'll be back next weekend, baby. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash the thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. Would I say Rio's a good player? Yes. I think Maldini's better, and I think Varane is on the same level of all 3 of these guys, man. Varane is the real deal Holyfield, yo. I'm getting him back. He has to come back. Love y'all. Booyah.